There's a beautiful rabbinic teaching that the reason why we hear 100 blasts of the shofar on Rosh Hashanah is that hearing 100 blasts is compared to a woman in labor. A woman cries out during childbirth, says the Midrash, 99 times for death, but 1 time for life. She cries out 99 times for death, but 1 time for life. This teaching takes us into an intimate place, that of the birthing room, and the fraught moments and hours and sometimes days of bringing a new life into this world. In the experience of birthing, there is pain and terror. There is uncertainty about how long it will take and how things will progress. There are stops and starts. There is exhaustion and frustration. There is ever-present fear in the birthing room. There are 99 cries for death. But in the birthing room, God willing, there is 1 cry for life. This is a cry of release. This is a cry of elation. This is a cry of joy and of faith. This is a cry for life. Why do we sound the shofar 100 times? Because in the birthing room, there are 99 cries for death, and there's 1 cry for life. Hayom Harat Olam. Today the world is born. Today the world is the birthing room, and the shofar is the voice of our cries. As this new world is being born today, there are so many cries, just like those in the birthing room, of pain and terror, of uncertainty, the cries when we can't figure out how and when this will end and in what way, cries of exhaustion and frustration, loneliness and vulnerability. What a time it has been in this birthing room. On this day, in this precipice, between what was and what will be, it is our laboring, it is our cries that will bring forth something new. 99 cries for death, but 1 cry for life. Out of our anguish, something new may yet be created. It may be created when we have cried so much that we no longer think our cries have any purpose at all. Hearing 100 blasts of the shofar promises us that our cries, even the bitterest and most hopeless, are meaningful. They too are part of this story, the story of each one of us and the story of our humanity. Our cries are productive cries. We don't know how and we don't know when, but the 99 cries for death will give way to the 1 cry for life. I'll add one more thought on the shofar and shofarot, the section of Musaf. It is in the section of Musaf, shofarot, that we pray for redemption, to live in a redeemed, peaceful, perfect world in harmony with each other and with God. I've always had a question about that, because actually it's in our power to create that world. We don't need God to give us a world of peace, of prosperity, of dignity, and of justice. That's our world to create. What is the redeemed world that we pray that God will give us? Perhaps that redeemed world is the time and place in which we understand the mysterious meaning of pain and suffering that we endure in this life. Redemption, brought about by the blasts of the shofar, perhaps is when we see the clarity of our own story through God's eyes, when we see how 99 cries for death are finished by 1 cry for life. Shana Tova.